Howdy, folks. Hope you're doing well and staying safe. Yeah, we're doing the Hildebrand today. I've been trying to do this record for a couple of days now, and I've been playing it some more and more. The ship is not OP. It is just, in my opinion, broken. I do not know why someone at Wargaming, and don't get me wrong, I'm not mean this from a mean kind of point of view, but took German turtleback armor, gave it some fantastic guns in the front, and put an aircraft carrier on top of it. This, I think, would have been what the Graf Zeppelin probably would have been like if she was ever made into an aircraft carrier. It would just be, yeah, it's unimaginably weird. One thing about this boat, it comes in containers. You got to pay for them. You're going to pay 50,000 doubloons, with or without it. Okay, that's what the ship's going to cost. That's a little expensive, if you ask me, but it's up to you if you want it. I, of course, need to get it because it's my job to actually evaluate these things. I cannot imagine a 3 div of this in random, especially if 2 carriers get in. Well, that means you now have 5 aircraft carriers. It would be just death from above. Let's get into it. So like I said, the armor, 27, only 387 can penetrate it, 90 on the side, 190 there. Even the deck is pretty good at 50 mil. Look at that, 50 mil. Like, holy cow. 19 there, but the deck itself, the carrier deck, it's 30 mil, which is awesome. Here's the one. There you go. You got turtleback armor and a high citadel. That's 60 mil. So you can actually ricochet most shots. If you angle pretty good, you're pretty good. You won't take too much damage, in my opinion. But hey, now let's go into survivability. 63, 650, good, and torpedo protection is really good. Aircraft, okay, you got 2 flights. First of all, torpedo bombers, all right, 183 knots. They do reasonable amount of damage, in my opinion, with their torpedoes, with 58 knots, and they only do, like I said, reasonable 4,500, but it's 1 drop at a time. It's not bad at all. I think it's kind of good, actually, but it's good that way for it. So yeah, you can do a torpedo drop. Then you got dive bombers. Now, they can set a fire, 79% chance of fire. Like, that's disgusting, but it's awesome. And they do almost 2,000 hit points. It's good. Artillery, in the front, she has got herself, you can click it, there you go, 305s. 15-second reload time because she's a cruiser. That's just crazy. Range 18.5. I got the turret traverse down to 20.8. So she does turn quite a bit. She's got a fire chance of 29%. Secondaries, it's like strapping on. Like 105 millimeter, 150 millimeter. The secondaries are exquisite on this boat. I think they're fantastic. You don't have the spec for it because it's got a decent enough range, but I think it's good. Airstrikes, you get 2 attacks. I wish it's 25 seconds, to be honest with you, but it's only 8-kilometer range. I think it should be, at least 10, in my opinion. Yeah, but 8 kilometers. I just want to make sure it was 8 kilometers. Yeah, it is 8 kilometers. Sorry. I just want to make sure because I think it should be 10. Most ships that tier are 10. 35.7, decent knots. Rudder shift time's okay. It's not great, so watch out. 12.5 for concealment if you get everything down. Penalty while firing and smoke, I think, is 12 and change, and 8.4 for being detected by the sky. Okay, what do I take? I take main armament modification 1. I do that for mostly everything. Damage control systems, that's what I take for there. I do take aiming modification. You can take main battery, but I don't bother. I don't need the range. It's fine. I do take this one, which is the Air Group Modification 3, to actually help out my squadrons, because I want them to come up faster and have more HP and blah, 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 and do more damage, because she's essentially a cruiser and a carrier. You could take fire prevention. I don't. I do take concealment. You can take the torpedo lookout system if you want. I don't, though. I'm okay with it. She's got good range. I do take, you could take that one if you want. I don't want to take that fire control, but I take auxiliary armament system so I can actually add more to my range, my secondary battery. And your heal's really good. Your restore repair. You got 5 seconds, and it comes back up under 60 seconds. The Hydra's excellent. 6 kilometers for ships, 4 for torpedoes. It's exquisite. It lasts really long, too. And you get yourself a heal, which is, like Kat said, it's fantastic at tier 10. Those are the flags I take. They're pretty straightforward. You have to make sure you take the Sierra Bravo for the Hydro. Yeah, and there's just a quick summary if you guys want to pause and look at them one more time for the actual torpedo bombers and for the bombers, the dive bombers. But yeah, it's wow. Now, I do take the standard camo that comes up with it. Working, of course, their department does a great job. Let's go into Gunter Luntens. I do take grease the gears. I want to make sure my guns turn. I do take Swiss fish because my torpedoes go faster. Extra 5% helps. I do take demolition expert because I want to set more fires. I do take gun feeder because I want to switch between ammo as quick as possible. Predator targeting. I want to know how many people are looking at me because I'm pretty regressive. I do take superintendent because I do want more of the consumables because I use all of them as I go along in this game. It's just something I do. You could take heavy AP, but I don't. Adrenaline Rush, you guys know I always take that. That's my standard shtick. And then from there, I take a Concealment Expert, and of course, I take Radar Locator because I want to see where there are destroyers and other ships and submarines and whatnot. And you can still see a submarine at periscope depth with Radar Locator. So, right off the bat, what does she work in? She works well in random. She works, I'm going to say okay in co-op because the battles are over too quick. You don't get usually one set of torpedo bombers. Or it's not torpedo bombers, sorry, dive bombers. So she's okay in co-op. I mean, it's fun. Operations, she's a blast. In operations, you can rain hell from above. Like I said earlier with this boat, if you were to have a division of this, it would be like the Golden Lions and what Dutch boats. It would be just hell from above. It would be disgusting. But that's eventually what my clan's going to do. I mean, when we play, we're going to do that. So if I can do this, I'm going to do it. If I can bring 3 of these to operations, I'm going to do it. Operations, I'm going to do it. There's not a game mode I can't think of it doesn't do well, to be honest, if I'm being completely honest. Just make sure you hide behind islands a little bit when you want to drop your either dive bombers or torpedo bombers like I'm doing right here. Don't try to get spotted when you shoot and whatnot. Other than that, it's just good. The AP angles are fantastic. The HE is fantastic. You set a lot of fires. Very devastating. The one thing I noticed about this boat is with aircraft carriers today, when you hit the F key, you pretty much lose spotting. This thing, they kind of linger around a bit more. It's kind of different, so it's kind of nice. And the reticle for the dive bombers is pretty much laid back like most Germans. But anyway, it's fantastic. I've got it. I'm happy. It's a little broken. I wouldn't be surprised if it got nerfed down the road a bit. But for now, I'm going to play it because I like it. But let me know if you guys got it. Let me know if you're doing the little thing to get it. You know, whether you're going to buy it, do the whole 49,000, almost 50,000 doubloons and whatnot. Or you're just going to try to do the good old-fashioned whale loot boxes because that's up to you guys. And by the way, no one forces you to do the loot boxes. All right? So, as always, let me know. Thanks for coming out because we're about to pass 200,000 subscribers this month. I want to say thank you again to everybody. I appreciate it. But as always, take care, stay safe. Wish you all the best, and bye for now.